Seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Detroit Lions. The kicker, Jake Bates, has this one on the tee. He'll run up and send this one away here at Ford Field. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. At their own 27-yard line. On play action, Prescott. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defender's minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he is into the end zone for the Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott with a connection to CeeDee Lamb. And the Cowboys march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. The Cowboys will line up. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So pretty interesting. They get the opening drive touchdown. They wanted a little more. They were looking for 8. Maybe something they thought about before the game started, I would imagine.
I think you're right about that. That's discussed in your staff meeting. A decision is made. I think the head coach has to blueprint it and say, yes, let's go ahead and do that. In this case, though, let's give some credit to the guys on defense. They gave up the touchdown, but found a way to regroup and keep them at the end zone for the 2-point play.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Ric Flair.
They'll run for the first time with a speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
Missed.
This will not go down. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, 48 yards. And the Lions strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Goff looking to throw. It's complete, and this is going to be hauled in. So they get the 2-point conversion, and now they have an 8-6 lead. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Looking to throw, Prescott. Finding Williams once more, complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. From the 41, here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Pass complete, George Pickens with it. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play.
First down, Dallas.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Here's a 2nd and 5.
At the 46-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
To throw is Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
That's another Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
8-6 the score after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Jet sweep. Here's Pickens with it. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Now Prescott. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Lee McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop it. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
Oh, boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker. Prescott to throw on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Going back to Gibbs on 1st down. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. 44 yards rushing for him now in just his first 3 carries. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
Tiger. Value 1.
Now it's Goff. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Goff now looks to throw. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
From the gun on third down, Goff. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Savon Level. And the Cowboys are going to have it here just past the 25.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so. I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Here's Prescott. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he is caught by Williams. And he'll be touchdown in the end, but a big play on that one. Now the Cowboys are going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Prescott now. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing on second and long. Prescott. He sets to fire deep. He's got it with the 15. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Prescott. It's caught on the right side. Williams. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Now Prescott. This one swung out to Williams. He's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard
line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. Here's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes us down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play there for Detroit. And even 60 yards.
First and 10 at the 60-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
20.
To throw is Goff. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And the Lions are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
14 yards. That's another Detroit Lions.
Gibbs is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's second and goal.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal at the 4-yard line.
Here's Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. Touchdown! Jahmyr Gibbs. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. But CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield. They're eligible too.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 18.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a free-possession game.
Alex Anzalone gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
And it's third down.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's third and long. Throwing. Prescott. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Prescott's pass intercepted. The Lions take over first and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Seventeen. 180.
After the interception, here's Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up third and 3.
Goff now looking to throw. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
76.
Goal. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jared Goff with his third touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
For the 2-point conversion.
Tiger. 3 points accused. Maverick. 2 for 66.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The Cowboys take over first and 10.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation, but they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
To the air again, Prescott. He'll drop this down to Williams. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good game. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
The Cowboys here unable to convert